I'm back with another easy sewing project. Today we're making these little tie bread bags. They are super easy. They seem really difficult, but they're not. Let's do it. This measures 38 inches by 14 inches, and you're gonna want a fabric that has no right side. So this is a linen tablecloth that I've been using, and it's the same on both sides so that we don't have to line it. I am just hemming all 4 of my sides. So I think I put mine in about a 1/2 inch and then folded it down another 1/2 inch just to create a hem on all 4 sides. Then I'm gonna go and sew all the way around just to hem this, and that way we don't have to line it because there's no right side on the fabric, so we don't have to line it. Okay, once the entire thing is hemmed, we're gonna have hem down. So this is technically right side up, but the hem is facing down. Take one corner and fold it up to make a right triangle like so, and then the other corner at the top, folding it down to make another triangle. So these are going to be opposite, and I am just putting a couple pins in place just to kind of keep track of my edges here. So put a couple pins in place, and then I'm taking the bottom corner and I'm going to fold it up to make another triangle, just to meet that seam right there. And I'm going to use those pins and I'm going to pinch both of those edges together because that's what we're going to sew. So I'm just gonna pinch it and pin it in place, and I kind of show you here in just a second what that looks like. And I'm just gonna sew right over that seam that I already have. Okay, and then we're gonna flip it over, and where those pins are, that's where you're gonna pin it again. So it's kind of helpful to have them there. You're doing the same thing here. You're pinching it, so it's gonna be raised a little bit, and then that's where you're gonna sew. So this is what you have. It's like a little bag, and we're gonna take it over, and like I said, I'm just sewing right on top of that seam that I already have just so I can hide it a little bit, and I'm doing both of those sides that we pinned. So you could totally be done here, flip it right side out and be done, but I'm gonna box 2 of my corners a little bit. I just like the way it looks a little bit better. So this is still wrong side out with your seams, and I'm folding it just kind of into like a little square, and I'm measuring 2 inches up from those 2 points and doing a diagonal line, and that's what I'm gonna sew. You could also use a serger if you have one. I'm just doing a straight across stitch, and I'm not gonna cut mine off the excess. I don't want a raw edge, and it tucks in just fine on the inside. But this little bag is all done. It's super cute, great for your sourdough. Let me know if you try it.